Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. He'll start at the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Let's go now.
They motion the slot man left. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early.
Bro, no way, bro.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run with Pierce. Powering forward. He's in. Damian Pierce. Touchdown Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, Penix. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. They put Woods in motion. And here's Bijan. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Robinson, a first down and more. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Atlanta. Off the RPO, it's caught by St. Brown. And the Falcons are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down.
That is hot back corner of the end zone. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Back at 60. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Tag. Cougar 19.
He'll get this out wide. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play.
Seven Pirates. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Hey, Jason. Lead the door open.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, Penix. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Mooney. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. That is intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. And go.
A play fake. Now Williams. And he goes up top looking for Clement. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now a run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Ready, ready.
3rd and 9.
Ready, ready. Get up.
Here's Williams. He's got it at the 7. The Bears are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That one good for 15 and a 1st down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Pierce. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Slot man in motion left. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Now Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. It is caught left side by St. Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. On 2nd down, here's Penix. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Penix on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2. Kicks off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Now look out. That ball is free in the end zone. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
His offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He's got it! And he's into the end zone. Cole Komet, touchdown, Chicago.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Play action. It's Penix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Come on. Set. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go, Reed. Go. Street. Ready.
Williams. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little.
Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. The Bears have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing is Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
What?
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Williams to throw on second down. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Okay, ready?
Give up the middle with Swift. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Hey, smash! Ready?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Bears.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. So, 3 quarters now. On 2nd down, Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll get about 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, it's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but It's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
Don't get out of here with that. For real?
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's second down. Now Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
19 right. Here we go. Go.
To throw is Penix. That's complete to the rookie second-round pick. Second and a yard. To throw again, it's Penix. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Ready.
Penix going to throw again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Again, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing again, it's Penix. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On third down, Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First and 10. On the carry, it's Pierce. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They motion the slot man left. Out of the gun, here's a run of the gun. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Slot man in motion left. On third down, it's Williams. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This is first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got it! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here's our shot toward the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems.
That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Pierce. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now the Falcons will use their third final timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him the first down.
Really nice throw there, the ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.